Alright, so this afternoon I'm just going to give Ellie another test. We gave her yesterday off. I did some work with her this morning in the round yard about her halter, and that was good. I'm just going to do a few minutes of walking and see how we go with just a straight line, and not so much of trotting or anything like that, just walking quietly in a straight line. She has ripped a little bit of a scab off the back of the leg, so she might be a little bit I don't know if it's going to affect or not. I did have a good look at it. It doesn't look like it's not an open wound. It's just a little bit pink where the scab has come off. It's not really bleeding or anything. So we'll just go ahead and start a nice slow walk and just feel how she is and make sure she's not having any kind of shudder or anything like that, and I'm not feeling anything bad or strange. We're just going to walk straight. Very nice. And then we're going to walk. Lovely. Relax. Good girl. And now we're going to go back down in a straight line again. Just straight. And see how she goes, just walking. She's feeling pretty good. I'm not feeling any kind of lameness in that hind leg. And again, I gave her yesterday off from being ridden because she was acting a little strange when she had a little bit of a lump on the back of her bottom, which may have just been from a tangle she might have gotten into with Zara at some point overnight, or even Toki. So instead of doing a whole heap of circles like we normally do with her, we're just going to try a bit more straight work and see how we go. It's nice and slow and straight. Good girl. Good girl. It's okay, you're doing good. You're doing good. And just see if she's responding well, which it looks like she is. And we're going to wall here. And we're going to face this vehicle that's coming here. And wall. And just see what's happening there. Good girl. Good job. And she's listening very nicely. You don't want her to run into Zara at all. So we'll just walk and keep our distance from her. And that's lovely. Good job. Give her a pat on the butt. Good job. And we'll go out here, turn again. And we'll go straight back down in a straight line again. And so the purpose of this is just to give that little bit of a rest from doing too many circles and too much stretching, because we did quite a bit of that 2 days ago, and we did do a lot of that this morning with our groundwork and when we were saddling up this afternoon. So just going straight. Well, she's not exactly going straight right now because I'm not exactly paying attention fully to what I'm doing as far as the line work is, but I'm going to go along here and then along the fence line. Just have a nice slow walk. Now I'm going to give her the rein there and just go nice and easy and slow, and just see if she'll stay on that slow walk without wanting to hurry up. And she's doing really well there. She's not trying to take advantage of the fact that I'm not using the reins. And go away, Tokala. Naughty boy. Don't you do it. He's having an eye at her. He's getting an eyeful. Don't you do it, you little bugger. And we'll stand still for a minute and drop, and drop. Good girl. Good girl. Let's see, she'll listen to the cues again. Just a nice quiet little walk. And this is good anyway, to sometimes just walk and do nothing but walk. It's just a good little exercise to keep them understanding when it's time to go and when it's not, and just get them to be patient with you, especially young horses. Usually they're pretty forward. And she's very happy to just go slow and take it easy. She's more than happy to do that. We're going to turn We're going to go along the fence line again. Easier for me to keep a straight line doing that. Don't you come over here. Don't you do it. And I'm going to avoid him. We don't usually ride in with him and her. Usually I'll take them out and get her in here on her own. But she's actually not even listening to anything they're doing. She's just doing what I'm asking, which is really good. Quite fantastic for her to be doing. Really enjoying this little walk. And we'll relax. And we'll stand here. Hopefully he won't try and do anything. Just have a bit of a break. And another thing, I'm standing still so I can see whether she tries to rest the bad leg at all, or if she just keeps it how it is. And currently at the moment it feels flat, and yes, it is flat on the ground. Both feet are flat, and that indicates to me that she's not sore. If she was sore, she should have it cocked up a little bit. If she was lame, she wouldn't be putting all the weight down. So I'm just still conscious that even though she's looking good, there can still be some muscle strain and things like that. I'm just watching this girl over here. Don't you do it! I'm telling her off. You stay over there, Zara. She gets a little bit jealous sometimes, and I've been on other horses before and she's thrown a tantrum and lunged at them. So, good girl. And we're going to turn this direction this time and go across in a bit of a diagonal, just to the tyre point. But that gives us a nice straight line for quite a bit. Good girl. She's actually very relaxed and she seems in a lovely, lovely mood right now. She's going very well. I'm actually feeling pretty relaxed this afternoon. I'm not as nervous as I usually would be. But I think that's due to the fact that I did quite a bit of work this morning on the ground with her, and it really does make a difference when you get on the ground with them and you actually have a bit of time just figuring them out on the ground as opposed to just always being on their back. I'm just going to try some movements. She's tried to quicken her pace a little, tried to quicken her pace a little there. So I'm going to neck rein her over this way and see if she'll listen. Good job. Good job. Lovely. Very nice. And wool. And wool. Wool. And we're going to do some of the stuff that she's hasn't had for a while. Oh yeah, she didn't like that. That could be a bit of pressure there. Okay, she's not liking that. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. So she's even taken a bit of pressure at the back there, so she's not upset about that. And we'll go for another bit of a walk. And she's really feeling very nice today. Nice and calm and relaxed. And you can see she's on a loose rein. I'm not really doing much with her apart from giving her a little tap here on the side to turn her. And I'll turn her the other direction just to show you that it's not just that she thinks she's going one way. And she doesn't want to go down this way, but I'm going to see if she'll listen. And if she's got to be pulled, she's got to be pulled. But we'll continue with the neck rein anyway. Good girl. This is really nice, slow and steady workout for her. It's not over the top. It's not putting any pressure, it's just relaxed. And she is totally calm. And you know what, for the first time in a very long time, I actually feel extremely calm right now. It's actually wonderful to feel like this. It's really beautiful. Not often that I feel this calm, but she's starting to get a little bit angsty there, and wool. So I'm going to use my bum there. Now let's see if we can get her to do back, a little back up, back, back, and an immediate release. So remember, whenever we put that little pressure on, as long as we give an immediate release, once she's stepped back. If we don't go immediate release, we can be teaching her that we don't want her to go backwards, we want her to rear up, or we want her to do something else, or we want her to run through the bit. So it's very important that release that we give is the most important thing we can do for a young horse, or any horse that we have. So now when I do a little back, I should get a response from her, but I'm not getting it, so I'm going to have to pull it back, there, and then I release. Good. And a reward there. Around we go, over we go. So we're not doing a lot of actual movement, more so we're doing stops, starts and backs, and back is what we really want to work on. Now I held there because I wanted to go back further, and there we go, that's really good. Good. And look at that, that's probably the quickest she's backed up. So that's a really good progression there. She's really understood that, and we'll try again and see how good she's understanding that. Back, back, good. And that's really what I wanted her to do. I've been wanting that for quite some time. Yes, okay. Bit of a groan there. I think she's feeling a bit tired. But she's not showing me that she doesn't want me to do anything with her. She's actually seeming fairly compliant and okay with things. She's very cruisy right now. And this is really, yet again, it doesn't have to all be riding 100 miles an hour and going crazy and going everywhere under the sun. The best moments can sometimes just be the quiet ones where you are just virtually doing stuff all and just enjoying your time with your horse. There's a lot of traffic too today, so oh, there goes Tocky. You're going to have a flip right over, my boy. Here he goes. Oh, you a fatty. What are you doing? He's going to go again. Look at that boy. I'm just going to have to watch Ellie doesn't start to want to roll because she sometimes copies what the others are doing. And I don't want to break in her saddle. It's well made, but you just never want them to be rolling on top of a saddle. The Australian bush and the Australian landscape is phenomenal. This is going to be a risk take. I can go down past her and past Tocky and hope that Tocky doesn't come at us. And if he does, I'm going to have to get her to uppity up. Right, he might be a good boy. Good boy. He's going to be good. No, he's not. Ah! Don't you do it. So we just had to escape him because I've seen the look on his face. He's ready to come over, and here he comes now. So I'm going to finish her off here. And Get this gear off her. Yeah, good girl. I'll stop him if he comes, don't worry. You did very well, baby girl. You did beautifully. What a good job. What a good girl you were. And that was just lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely little ride. And a lovely girl. What a good girl are you. Hey, say thank you. So, that was a nice exercise. It was not much, but it was enough to just keep her moving and supple and get her ready for further stuff. Good girl. And now she's going to go and have a drink. She's probably quite thirsty. And I'll take her stuff home and I'm going to give her a little treat for that. Good girl. So that was it. So it was a really good little session. Very enjoyable. And beautiful afternoon. And she did a good job. I don't want to get stuck between you and the fence. And this is where I freak out. I don't like being stuck between horses and fences. And she's expecting her treat or her butt scratch. You want your butt scratched? Is that what you want? Stand still if you do. She says, yes, please. I'll take that. Oh, that was nice. What a nice release. Okay, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you don't miss a single video. Nice and slow. Good girl.